Hi all. Thank you very much for paying attention to our video review. Now we will analyze the current fundamental indicators of the corporation Lightwave Logic Incorporated, ticker LWLG. This review was created using current data as of August 24, 2024. According to Classification Guru, Markets Corporation Lightwave Logic Incorporated belongs to the subcategory Networks. 34 organizations take part in the comparison. This is very representative. We start with summary information about the company. A little further, we will study each indicator in more detail. If necessary, it is possible to pause the video. You can study each parameter of the corporation under study more carefully. Access to the database with the structure of company tickers is free and open. Thank you for your repost and other help. All this greatly helps the project. Well, here we go. Market capitalization of the corporation Lightwave Logic Incorporated estimated at $0.35 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $601 billion. Lightwave Logic Inc. accounts for a share of 0.058%. This is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.04 billion, with a balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory of $102 billion. Lightwave Logic Incorporated constitutes a share of 0.036%. Having made a comparison of the shares occupied by stock exchange and balance sheet capitalization, we will see the following. Occupied share Lightwave Logic Inc. in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.058%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.036%, which is 38% less than the share of the exchange value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The organization's debt obligations amount to $0.003 billion. Financial liabilities to balance sheet capitalization amount to 7.5% of capital. Rating for the company's debts, very good, 2 points. The ratio of the company's market price to its profit is 0, with an average for the subcategory of 56.2, which is much worse than the average for the subcategory. Estimation of the company's market value to profit ratio in comparison with the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$22 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are unknown, which is extremely negative for the company's prospects. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price to revenue balance is 3,876.5. The subcategory average of 4.4 is 88,002% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market value to its revenue in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $0 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. And this is bad for the company's price. Assessment of projected future sales performance in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. If you're interested in this analytics, in this case, I kindly ask you to subscribe to our analytics and click on the bell. This is free for you. You will be the one who will greatly help spread this channel. The sales margin is -24,153%, with an average in the subcategory of 7.8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's indicators is 24,160.8%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.009%. This is 544% less than the share of market capitalization. And this fact reflects the imbalance in the company's market value Lightwave Logic Inc. rather towards revaluation. The amount of capital per employee of the organization is $10,570,000, whereas in the subcategory $1,579,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 569.4%. Estimation of the company's market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is minus $660,600, with an average in the subcategory of $28,100. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2,251%. Estimation of profit per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The share of revenue for each employee of the company is $0,000. In the subcategory $360,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of sales volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The volume of short transactions is 16.6%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.7%. This is an assessment of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 48% for the company Lightwave Logic Inc. In the subcategory, the RSI level 14 is approximately 57%. On average, securities in the subcategory are rated higher than Lightwave Logic Inc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Lightwave Logic Inc. and subcategory companies, we will see that in 12 months, the shares Lightwave Logic Inc. showed dynamics of minus 58.4%. Against price changes for the subcategory 0.7%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but we must keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the final grade, we kindly ask: leave your assessment of the company's shares Lightwave Logic Inc. in the comments to this review. We look through each comment and try to give an answer to almost every response in the comments. The overall result is as follows: minus 5.5 out of 10 points. The average score for the subcategory is 0.2 points. If you look broadly within the stock market as a whole, we see that the average result for the entire stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of minus 5.5 points for the company Lightwave Logic Inc. Let's look at the table of orders. It is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the reference evaluation System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in pinned comment. Based on the assessment Lightwave Logic Inc. Guru.Markets. Open an order. For a reason, Lightwave Logic Inc., the most overvalued company in the subcategory. Thank you so much to the audience for watching this video and for using the information system from Guru.Markets. You are all the coolest crowd.